My name is Travis with Oscar Mike Radio. How are you doing? And I'm
Very good.
joined, my guest is so motivated to be here. She's just all about this. I am so pleased to welcome a new and emerging artist in the country Southern rock field from Minnesota, Sydney Hansen. Welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me on here.
No problem, no problem at all. You know, got a hold of you through Paula and saw you on Danielle Rocco's did you know with Danny Rocco, and
No,
it's just a very interesting talking to artists like yourself. Everybody thinks this is just an easy thing to be in,
yeah.
and it's not, right? It's not easy being an artist. And then you're involved with so much on the military side. I was very interested to speak with you, so again, welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
So first things first. Now I understand you're in the northern Minnesota area.
Mhm.
And I went to Duluth, Minnesota when I was a kid from my grandma's house, and it was very, very punishingly cold.
Yeah, it
So
is.
I'm wondering if you could tell us, how did your sound, how did growing up in Minnesota affect your sound? How did you get started? Because when I think of warm Southern soulful rock, country
Yeah.
kind of thing, I don't think Duluth, Minnesota in the wintertime. Sydney, I don't. So it's just how did you get started?
Yeah, it's definitely cold up here in the winters, but yeah, we have pretty warm summers actually. 80-degree weather, but I don't know. There's a lot of music actually up here, just in especially in Duluth. Just all over. There's constantly festivals going on in our area, and just all of the artists here are really like helpful and supportive of each other, and that's really nice to have. Especially like breaking into the industry, and I've had a lot of support from my hometown. Just getting my music out there, and it's been really great. And yeah, I don't know how I got my southern rock vibe. I don't know, just growing up listening to different artists like Bonnie Raitt. She's a huge inspiration of mine. Stevie
I could,
Nicks
yeah,
especially.
yeah. That,
Yeah,
thank you. Okay, that makes sense.
yeah. So
Okay,
yeah, I don't know, I just yeah, and Bob Dylan also, he
okay.
grew up here, so he's a huge inspiration of mine too. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, speaking of Bob Dylan, I'll ask the question now.
Okay.
I ask every artist this question because I'm curious. Right. I'll give you the check right now. But if I give you this check, and we're gonna fast forward through all the pain and suffering of being an artist, you can never sing again, can never perform in public again. Would you take that check?
Uh, probably not. I mean, money has never been like a huge thing for me. Like, I've always been the person that like just likes people around them. Like, I don't need a bunch of materialistic things. And I think that maybe if I became famous, then I could earn some money. So I don't think I'd take it.
So is music really life to you? I mean, do you live and breathe it?
Yeah, that's definitely my main focus. I'm constantly either writing music or just working on it. I have been since I was 6. So
6 years old.
yeah, yeah,
I was happy to play with Lego blocks at 6 years old, so that's pretty amazing. So when you talk about songwriting here for a second, I mean, where does and I don't know much about songwriting, but it's like when I think songwriters, I used to think somebody who's quote old and wise and lived around a whole lot, and I'm
yeah.
finding out that there are a lot of younger songwriters who are getting their inspiration from very different places to really express themselves. So where does your songwriting inspiration come from?
I'd honestly say probably just like relationships. Like I'm only 17, but just like little mini heartbreaks, like in 7th grade or something. I like write about heartbreak, or now recently just about different happy scenarios, different like good times that I've had like through summer or something. Just like really anything that is a good emotion for me. And I usually write everything down. So just pretty much every emotion that I have gets written down on paper, and then sometimes the song comes out of it. So that's pretty cool.
Okay. So if you're having a great time at the state fair or at a lake somewhere, that might give you, some time to think about it and then write about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. All right. I
Yeah.
don't write everything down, but maybe I should.
Yeah, maybe you could write a couple songs.
I tell you what, if I ever write a song, I'll show it to you, and I'll know if it's good if you agree to sing
Yeah,
it. How about that?
I'll let you know. Yeah.
So you play the guitar too?
Yeah,
Are those
that's
all
it.
yours in the background there?
Yeah, I have, I think six, for sure.
Any particular favorite or brand you like?
I'm a Gretsch girl. I like Gretches. I have a Taylor. That's one of my favorites though. It sounds really nice. A Taylor acoustic guitar. But yeah, I have like three Gretches, so I'd say that's probably my favorite brand, but
So one of the things that has occurred to me is even at 17, 16, I've interviewed another young artist, not much older than yourself, and then the Next Door Boys down in Tennessee. I got to talk to them a whole lot. To get good at your craft, this is almost like a full-time career right now.
for
You have to
sure.
balance, school if you have a part-time job, and some of you all do, and then being an artist. So
hmm
how much commitment does being Sydney Hansen take right now?
Yeah, I can definitely be challenging. I'm also on dance team, and that takes up a lot of time during the week. And yeah, I just have to balance school and dance and music and lots of other just random things. Seeing friends, being social as much as I can right now. Obviously with COVID, not too much, but yeah, it hasn't been easy and it definitely takes up a lot of time, but I wouldn't trade it for anything, and it's definitely something that I want to work for, so I don't mind putting a little bit of time into it.
Now, how did COVID-19 affect, what you were trying to do this last year?
It really sucked actually in the beginning because all my concerts were either postponed and then never happened or just completely canceled. So that kind of sucked because I had like a ton of exciting different festivals around, and everything got switched to like virtual, obviously virtual projects and like lives, but nothing really beats like a live show, and I really am excited to be able to perform out. But it definitely taught me a lot about myself, and it was definitely a good time for songwriting. I got a lot of time to do that. So
Well, one thing I'm curious about, I talked to an artist this weekend, and the artist told me that, on the balance of things, they didn't like performing live. They'd
mm,
rather be in the studio songwriting versus performing live. I mean, what's your preference?
mm, I'd say live. I'm like kind of a shy talker. Well, I guess I have been like in school, like school projects were always just like horrible, like to go up in front of the class. But for some reason, singing in front of like anyone, I like never had a problem with it, and it's actually kind of comforting. I think I like that validation, like you're liking what I'm singing and like that kind of thing. So I kind of like having a live audience to like hype me up a little bit.
It's too bad, right? We couldn't just sing our assignments in
Yes, I would
class,
love that actually. That'd be easier for me at least, but
right? I'll have to think of a way to do that for a science class. Maybe I'd get an A. I don't know.
yeah.
Um, well, why not? I mean, you can sing about other things. If you could sing about your school assignments, I think a
Mm,
teacher would be like, "Wow!" I mean, they actually took the time to get the content right and deliver it.
yeah.
I don't
Maybe some
know.
extra credit or something.
Exactly. I mean, we got to think outside the box here. So
Mhm.
you're missing that engagement you get with the crowd when you
Yeah.
sang last year. You got to do some songwriting. Um, what's next for this year? Is do you see it changing at all with the vaccine and different things going on?
Yeah, I'm really hoping to at least be doing outdoor gigs. Obviously, I can't be doing that right now with our winters, but last summer we did a lot of outdoor stuff, especially just because of COVID. But so probably just outdoor stuff, and yeah, just doing different festivals as much as possible and getting out there again.
So tell me about about the last single you dropped.
Yeah, that was called Fallin, and I finished that a few months ago, and it was about a very special person in my life, and um, I just kind of poured out from my heart. Like it was like one of those songs that I just knew that I was really gonna love. And before that, I wrote a lot of sad songs and stuff, but this was like my first like really happy like feel good song. And yeah, Rocky Bird was the producer for it. He did an
Oh yeah.
absolutely amazing a job. And yeah, it was a really great experience, and it's on all platforms now and getting quite a few streams actually. So I'm very happy about that.
And again, you know, when you mentioned Bonnie Ray, I'm like, and Steve Nicks, I'm like, oh yeah, that it clicked now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, I got it. And I'm like, where did the sound come from? And you've explained it, but it was just, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe she's 17. I can't. I mean, what's she gonna do in 10 more years? And you're just
Yeah.
starting out. I mean, are you excited about what the future holds for you as an artist?
Yeah, I've been developing my voice a lot just even the last few years. It's definitely gotten a lot stronger just from continued like vocal lessons and stuff. And yeah, I'm super excited to see where I go with my music, and I'm definitely not going to give up on it anytime soon. So we should see how far I get, I guess.
And not even for $150 million, folks. She's all in. It's great. One of the things that really kind of like, you know, I'm like, yes, I want to talk to her, is not only are you in school, not only are you doing your work for an artist and what it takes to build your craft, and dance team just for, you know, because you got nothing else better to do, and you're trying to be you know, enjoy this time of your life, but you have done a lot for military and veterans advocacy and
Mhm,
other types of advocacy. And I found that very interesting because, you know, I've got adults who just, you know, they know about it, but they won't really put any time to it. But you seem to
mhm.
really make that a focus. I want to hear more about that.
Yeah, it's definitely very important to me, especially because my brother served and so did my grandpa. And I just have a lot of respect for just military vets. And there's an organization called MACV here in Minnesota, and they just help with combat veterans and homeless veterans specifically, actually. And I've just sang for like 4 to 5 years at just like different events. And that like raised money for them, and they have wanted me back I guess for a few years now, so I guess they also like my continued respect for them. And yeah, so yeah, pretty cool. But my brother served, like I said, in Afghanistan, and we actually got to live stream one of my concerts to him while
Oh,
he was
that's
there.
cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. So yeah, got to do a few things with that. But yeah, I definitely have a lot of respect for vets.
So what was it like? Because I there's a picture of me and my sister in my uniform. But what was it like seeing your brother in uniform for the first time?
It was really weird, and especially seeing him bald. That was that was very weird because he usually has a nice head of hair on him. But yeah, it was really definitely different, and it kind of all settled in, I guess, when I saw that, just like what he's gonna actually be going to do, and how much he's putting into that work for us and all of our freedoms, and I'm really proud of him. So.
Yeah, he went to Afghanistan and he came back. What was it like getting to hug him for the first time after you'd been away for so long?
It was actually really weird because I don't know. I just hadn't seen him for so long. He didn't get too many visits back actually. But it was definitely a great moment. We all missed him a lot, especially his girlfriend, who was waiting here for him, and we supported her obviously while he was away, and it was just great for our whole family to get him back here.
Is he still serving?
No, he hasn't done any more time yet.
Okay, all right.
Mhm.
And your grandfather served?
Yeah, he did. I'm not sure of the year on that, but yes, he also did. And also my dad and my uncle and other grandpa are police officers. So that's another
Much respect.
yeah, that's another area that I respect too.
So you have a strong family of a strong family tradition of service.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's easy to see where you got that from. And
Hmm.
I can tell you from my point of view, if it means anything, that when I see someone like yourself who could be doing anything else on a Friday or Saturday night, take time out of their schedule to support, my brothers and sisters in arms and people who have served, it means a lot to me.
Yeah.
It means a
Hmm.
lot to me. There's sometimes where a person, a veteran, will get down their luck or just have some problems because of their service, and it's
Hmm.
hard for them to get going again.
Yeah.
And when they see that somebody is willing to advocate for them, that might be the push they need. So I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, it's definitely necessary, I think, for a lot more people to notice how much they do for us.
So your brother served, your grandfather served. You're from a family of law enforcement, so
Hmm.
there was no getting in trouble growing up, huh, Sydney?
No, no, quite sheltered actually.
Oh my word. Well, it's all. Trust me, it's all for the best. It's all for the best.
Yeah.
Um, I'm just having a good time talking with you. I really enjoyed your song, and I'm hoping that for you and other artists who are impacted, it's really hard because you all need to tour and perform to make
Hmm.
money,
Yeah.
to get your name out there. And it has been hard for whether you're an established name or a starting person or somebody who's finally got there to get going
Hmm.
again. Now,
Yeah.
learning this business, because this is not my normal focus of conversation, but learning this business, do you see yourself moving from Minnesota to, say, LA or Nashville to get your name out there? I mean, or are you going to stay in Minnesota for a couple more years?
Maybe someday, but for now I think I'm probably just gonna stay here. I don't think anytime soon. But I'm going to Nashville on what day is it? Tuesday. Going on
Oh, really?
Tuesday actually. Yeah, I was just there a few weeks ago too. I'm working with Kent Walls right now.
Okay.
He's a producer that worked with Dolly Parton. I guess he still works with her, but he's really awesome, and I've been co-writing and stuff with people there. So I've just been flying there and back a few times now. And so yeah, I don't think I'm planning on moving there quite yet, but maybe someday.
I got you. I got you. Well, it has been absolutely awesome to talk with you. How do people get in touch with you or get connected to your music and what you're doing?
My Instagram and Facebook is Sydney Hansen Official, and or no, Instagram and YouTube is Sydney Hansen Official, and
Okay.
my Facebook is Sydney Hansen Music. And then, yeah, my single Fallin is on all streaming platforms like Apple Music or Spotify. So if they want to check that out, they can do
Well, I will
that.
have the links to Sydney's YouTube and social media here in the show post for this show, and you can check it out. And look, you all know that I am a big metalhead rock and roll guy, but like I did get that soulful, like Southern vibe, and I'm like nodding my head. I didn't listen 3 seconds, Sydney. I didn't listen 30 seconds. I listened to the whole song. I
That's
promise I
good.
did. This is not my thing. Usually it's like, okay, yeah, I'm not interested. But no, I did the whole thing and I enjoyed it. I really
That's
did.
great.
I was really excited to talk with you. And Sydney is an example of an artist who's not only trying to grow her craft, but also takes that right now and
Hmm.
gives back right now. And I think that lesson there is you can give back at any stage of your career or life.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I hope it gets warmer in Duluth soon, although we know that's a
Yes.
joke.
Hopefully, I think it's gonna be 10 degrees. That's like our warmest right now. So, yep.
Not anytime soon. I've had a great time talking with you. I wish nothing but
Yes.
success in the future. And if I ever get a song together, I'll ship it to you and you can tell me if you like it or not.
Yes,
That's
for
my
sure.
promise.
I'll let you know.
Well, this is Travis with Oscar Mike Radio. I have Sydney Hansen, who is an up and coming artist. You'll have all her links to her places in the show post. Please give her a listen. I've enjoyed talking with her. And as we always say here, Oscar Mike Radio, the mission is in flight.